Update winged lines just hit the Devserver, and in today's video we are going to go over all new ground vehicles in the first iteration of this Devserver. Let's just start with America and the XM975. That ugly duckling is literally just a Roland Sam for the American tech tree. I guess it is okay to give it to America because, let's be honest, at the moment they have quite a big gap for a major nation between 8.7 AA and 11.0. So a 10.0 AA, even though if it is not a decent one, it is a Roland after all, it should be still helpful for the people. The chassis is ugly as hell, but other than that, yeah, it just works. Next up, Germany gets a new light tank called the DF105, which is a Marder chassis with an AMAX 13105 turret on top. At the moment it is at 7.3. It is unstabilized, but it has a 400mm heat round on a 5-second autoloader with a whopping 13 shots ready to roll and rumble with. Mobility wise, it also looks really good. Again, it is a Marder chassis giving us really good forward and backwards mobility. And right now it is after the Jag Tiger. Next up, Russia got one of the two new self-propelled guns, the 2S3M at 6.3. It has a 152mm gun with several HE rounds, one with almost 6 kilograms of TNT and another one with almost 10 kg of TNT equivalent. It also has an APHE CBC as well as a heat round. It has a fully traversable turret, has pretty decent mobility and even digging feature, even though I don't really see how this will be any useful. Armor is non-existent and the reload time is actually pretty long at around 15 seconds. So yes, it does not have an autoloader, which is sad. It comes after the SU-100 and before the SU-100-2254. Let's just move over to the other SPG, which is the Bandkanon 1C or Bandkanon. And that thing is wow. It is not fully modeled yet, like the shell ejection system and the autoloader doesn't fully work yet, but that thing can be scary. At 7.0 you get a 155mm gun with a whopping 3.2 seconds reload time for its whole autoloader. Well, 14 rounds in one in chamber. Bruh. It also should have pretty decent survivability with 5 crew members, but then again the ammo rack is incredibly exposed. Sadly, there is no new mechanic to use them in indirect fire, you can only use them in direct fire. And again, this one only has HE rounds, no heat, no APHE. Yeah. And the mobility kinda sucks and it doesn't have a fully traversable turret. It's a meme vehicle for sure. It comes after the PVK M43 and before the UDES 33. If you're enjoying the content so far, I pray that you like the video, comment on it and subscribe. And probably also share with your friends. Because trust me, at the size I'm at the moment as a YouTuber, you can make the difference. AYAYAYA weeps! The Type 10 is finally here with its pneumatic suspension, with its 4-second autoloader, with its kind of broken armor model at the moment, and its absolutely murderous Type 10 APFSDS with a whopping 615mm of penetration close range at a 0-degree angle. Seriously, that thing is finally a worthy top tier tank for the Japanese tech tree. It also boasts a commander sight without thermals, we have a gunner thermal, and we have a laser warning system and laser range finder. All in all, I think that tank is going to be incredibly potent and incredibly dangerous. However, depending how the armor is going to be, because at the moment it looks a little bit broken and busted, it might be a glass cannon. We'll see. And currently it is obviously after the Type 90B. Buongiorno mi chiamo. We also have a new Italian light tank. And this time it's another Hit Fist. It's the VCC 80 Hit Fist 60. So, you thought that the Shit Fist 30 doesn't really have that punch in its 30mm Bushmaster gun. Well, how about we just double the size of this gun, give it the Otto HVG 60mm gun with 249mm of penetration up close, and even a proxy fuse round with thermals, with a laser rangefinder and laser warning system, and a 2-second autoloader for 16 rounds. Now that is now something I can get behind, because if you know how to aim and get those juicy barrel shots out, you should have no problem to dispatch anybody. At the moment it is at 9.0, which is pretty low if you ask me. After the Centauro 1 104.5 Romor and before the Centauro 1 120, which is a little bit of an odd choice in my opinion, because hey, it's a Dardo, or a Dardo hull in that matter. Why exactly is it not in the Dardo line? And finally we go to the French. Bonjour mes amis, the Leclerc SXXI, or the Leclerc SXXI. That thing also looks pretty interesting, and it should be a pretty pork upgrade over what the French tech tree at the moment has. It gets also gunner thermal at the moment and gets a new APF SDS round called the OFL 120F1 with 575mm of penetration up close, which is already the same one as the S2 has on the S1, so maybe not that big of an upgrade, but apparently it gets quite a bit better armor and protection for its crew. But we'll see how that really goes. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like the content and to be always up to date with everything War Thunder related. Cheers and have a great day.